My name is Jesse Zuñiga. I live in Banning, California, and I fight at a Fontana Boxing Club in the city of Fontana, fighting at 145 pounds in the super lightweight division. I was born in Paramount, California, and I was raised in Compton. My family's predominantly from Compton, both from my mom and dad's side of the family. I was a good kid in school. I was a bit of a troublemaker, but it was always just being curious. I was always curious of what about this, what about that, and I enjoyed getting into fights. That was my thing, right? It was my brother and one of my old friends at the time who decided to bring me into the boxing gym. They brought me to the boxing gym strictly because they knew that I was gonna be by myself. So they said, hey, you need to learn how to fight so that when we're not there, you can take care of business. Although I was introduced into boxing for a different reason, I think my outcome or my purpose in life was to take it as far as I could. At that time, I didn't understand what I was gonna do with boxing. I just enjoyed sparring. I enjoyed being around coaches, being around everybody, that camaraderie it built. I had my first amateur fight when I was 16. I won. I fought at 125 pounds. I fought in San Bernardino at the Orange Show. My dream was to be a professional soccer player, but that didn't come about. I graduated. I became a father very young at 19, so I knew it was time to take care of business. So I put soccer aside and I started working. At 20 and a half, I was fortunate enough to get hired on with LAPD. So I became a police officer, did that. I was in that profession for about 5 years. There's a lot of politics that go on behind the scenes that people don't talk about. So, you know, I had to really sit down and ask myself, what was I doing? I was 26, I had a great promising career, but I wasn't happy. I would come home and I wasn't physically there at home. My mind was elsewhere and I was gaining weight. And so I reached out to one of my old coaches and I said, hey, you know what? If I'm gonna make the jump to fight professionally, it's gonna be now. But I needed to be with someone who I can trust, someone that I can rely on. And Frank opened his arms. He said, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, come in. And he was a man of very few words. But we came in, we built our chemistry, we started working together, and we kind of went at it. And again, I had to reassess things and ask myself, if I'm going to fight as a professional, then I need to conduct myself as a professional. I need to live like a professional. I need to walk, talk, and believe that I'm a professional. I resigned as a police officer and I took on the challenge, that course. I want to be what I like to call a throwback fighter. You can get dropped 100 times. You got to get up. That's the type of fighter that I am. And that's something that all my fans will always get, is an action-packed fight.